Robert Garnham does poetry all over the place from London to Edinburgh, and because of this, he has seen a lot of trains. His style mixes a beat pop, non-rhyming, rhyme-led scat style with good old-fashioned Alan Bennett-esque whimsy. Woo. Kind of like Pam Ayres, but with different eyebrows. His first collection was recently published. It's got a really good, colourful cover, and he's working on his first one-hour show, Static. For the final time, I will introduce the headliner of Taking the Mic, and I could think of no one better to pick, no offence to anyone else, but he is cracking. Give it up for Robert Garnham!
Well, we wanted to get you a... Sorry, we wanted to get Morwenna a card, but we couldn't find one big enough, so we made one.
Okay.
And we thought you might want... Oh, go on, yeah.
Okay.
Because, you know, like 5 years of herding poets is bloody hard work.
You know, it's sitting down with the rain.
Oh, that's so cool!
It's cooler when you read it, but yeah, it's quite cool on the outside too. Monochrome, I have to say.
That's so cool. So it's poems from all of the poems from Taking the Mic. How nice is that? We love you, Morwenna.
Well, oh hello Exeter. I'm feeling particularly frisky tonight. Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Let me hear you say plop. Plop. Let me hear you say hello Morwenna. Hello Morwenna. Okay, I'm just going to do some poems and things. As is my wont, I'm going to start with a pretty old one. Still hasn't got a title yet, it's just called Poem. And when I was writing it, I was thinking about what kind of superpowers I'd have if I was a superhero. And there's only two things I'm really good at, I suppose. Number one, I can always tell when the vacuum cleaner's bag is full. And number two, I can always spot a really good beard. And there's a cracker of one just over there. Beards make me really envious, and this is what this poem is about. I've always wanted a beard, just never had the time to grow one. Whenever I see them, I get this strange feeling inside of deep inadequacy. I want a beard just like that bloke's got. I like the cut of his jib, beardy man, how lucky you are. Chinny chin chin keeps tickling while kissing. I should think. I went to the barber and I said, "Give me a beard, good man, and make it a big bushy one like I'm an old grizzled trawlerman. Here's a Pritt stick, now sweep up the floor and stick it on my chin, there's a good fellow." It fell off when I was halfway round Lidl's. Last night I sat in envy at the annual beard competition. It was won by a geography teacher whose beard looked like two ferret-shaped sideburns mating while a badger-shaped moustache hid in the rhododendrons and took photos. I saw a man in the pub with a beard, and his friend had a beard, and his wife had a beard, and their dog had a beard, and the barman had a beard, and the barman said through his beard, "What would you like?" And I said, "A beard." And the barman said I was weird. So I had an apple and raspberry J2O. I can't look at a goat. I hate the way they gloat with their nanny goat, billy goat, beard, unwarranted, goatee, sprout, stroke it, big boy. I went to the circus and I saw a beard tamer cracking his whip. Beard tamer cracking his whip. Beard tamer, pass me a razor. Stay there, cutting them down into very, 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 very long sideburns. If I had a beard, I'd dip the end in chocolate sauce and draw crazy patterns on your smooth, bare chest, whispering, growl for me, growl for your lover man, growl like a tiger, you sexed up beast of a man, which would probably startle the other people on the bus. Fuzzy, fuzzy, chin scratch, scrunch up, feel it, go on, put your hand here and feel it. Oh. Thank you. You know, I do a lot of writing on public transport, planes and trains and all kinds of stuff, aircraft including, so you could say I'm a member of the Mile Haiku Club. I got a whoop from Gavin. Gavin, do you want to come up here and...
Go on, Gav.
You think I need a wig?
No, not yet. This is called Lucky Dip Poetry. No, that's all right, you can stay. It's called Poem. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. She doesn't know where to find them. Try between junctions 24 and 25 of the M5. It's carnage. Poem. Are you ready to meet some dignitaries? His loyal courtier asked. Hang on a minute, replied King Ethelred the Unready. This is called Poem. Hot, hot surfer dude dancing on the wave. Hot, hot surfer dude, you live a life I'd crave. Hot, hot surfer dude, you are so very brave. Hot, hot surfer dude, watch out for that walrus. Hot, hot surfer dude, I'd invite you back to my beachfront surf shack, but you'll probably drip all over the floor. Oh, poem. It fell to earth one day, a protractor from above. Heaven must be missing an angle. This is called Poem. To be honest, I come up with the titles first. Poems just seem to write themselves. This is a long one. God's sake. Dan is always pausing. You talk to him and he pauses. It's like he's really unsure. Ask him a question and he'll answer, but halfway through the answer he pauses. He stops what he's doing, considers every angle, ponders, prevaricates, and then he pauses. Go for it, I once said. He did, but it took a while, what with all the pauses. It's why he never gets good seats on the underground. He pauses. I asked him once his favourite animal. Tigers, he said. Is it their ears? I asked. Is it their whiskers? Missed one out. Oh, is it their tail? No, he said. You know the end of that one. This next poem is a request. He was a boy. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. She was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk. She did ballet. What more can I say? In the middle of her life, there was a gap. He wore a back-to-front baseball cap. Her life was awkward with problems and rows. Her friends had a problem with his baggy clothes. He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but she carried a can of mace. Run, skater boy, run. 5 years from now, she sits at home. Her only company is a garden gnome. She turns on TV. What does she see? Skater boy presenting the weather on ITV, just before some programme starring Anton Deck. He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." Ta-ta, skater boy. Sayonara, skater boy. Hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out, skater boy. You still here, skater boy? I now pronounce you dumped and single, skater boy. Goodbye, skater boy, with your ironic t-shirts depicting Fozzie Bear and Papa Smurf, and your grungy Converse All-Stars and your straggly patches of bum fluff, which you proudly call your beard, and your energetic impetuosity, and your appalling acne, and your ever-visible underpants, and your 2 litres of Poundland Vimto, and your laugh, which sounds like an asthmatic donkey, and your big hair, your big hair, your big frizzy hair. My God, why don't you go and get a haircut, you freak? He wasn't good enough for her. Hey there, skater boy, your life is now glamorous, amorous, clamorous, hardly ever fatuous, paparazzi with their cameras, life is such a hurry, let's go and have a curry, talk about where it went wrong, did you hear that proper song, pass another poppadom, skater boy, skater boy, skater boy, ugh. She's just a girl, he's just a boy, can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk, she did ballet. What more can I say? Thank you. Okay, just got one poem left. And actually, the Exeter Phoenix got a letter. It was actually addressed to me, but it was passed to me on the way in. Dear Robert Garnham, I don't know what it is about you that I find so distasteful. My other half thinks it might be your hair, and yes, that is a factor. However, I believe that it all boils down to your fascination with sex. It's that all you seem to talk about in your poems, sex. Is there nothing else in your repertoire than sex? Juicy sex, rampant sex, slap and tickle sex, hot and steamy sex, fuming, sultry, squelching, humid sex, moist sex, sexy sex, sex, sex. Yours angrily, Tim King. The first time I had sex, I remember thinking, this is not the sort of thing that usually happens to me. How right I was. It put me in mind of a 13th century jousting tournament, and it gave me a nosebleed. The person I was doing it at was very patient. He showed me what went where and what happened if I did certain things, or at least what was meant to happen, but still, as he said, he didn't have to get up too early the next morning. We tried some role play. I dressed in a giant novelty Wile E. Coyote costume and suggested he be the roadrunner. He said that wasn't exactly what he was thinking. We decided to incorporate some food. He squirted cream on my chest and gently licked it off, and I did the same to him with a pizza and some garlic bread and a selection of potato wedges washed down with a large Pepsi Cola. He seemed to like it. He made all the right noises at all the right moments, and the only time he paused was about halfway through when he told me that I was doing fine by text message. I closed my eyes and tried to think of another person, but for some reason the only one who sprang to mind was German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Just after midnight, I really started getting into the swing of it. I let the outside world dissipate as I found a sweet rhythm, the sensual glide of time on fate, bodies sliding with their own inexorable rhythms as the pounding whisper of oneness finally began to seem in reach, and I went for it, and I ground out my love, and I went for it, feeling everything combine in the awful, sexual, exquisitely awful, ecstatic, spasmodic, sheer bliss of it all, interrupted only when he said, "Hey, I'm over here." In the kitchen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you very much, small winner.
Do you know what I love about when Robert Garnham performs? It's because you look around the room and all you see are smiley faces. You bring so much happiness. You're a crazy bastard, but you're amazing. Please give it up for the wonderful Robert Garnham. He's cracking. I'm going to sing his show Static.
We have a really full programme tonight, so we're going to have a very short break for about 5 minutes so that we can